Hello and welcome to the channel. After firing the whole service chiefs all at once, President Tinubu wasted no time in hiring their replacements. So, what really is the reason why Tinubu made the call as regard wanting to have new faces in security? Details in a bit. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Real reasons Tinubu appointed new service chiefs, orders. Coming about 3 weeks after his inauguration as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, some observers said it was even coming too late, as every new president would naturally want to appoint his own people into such sensitive positions that are critical to the fulfillment of the core of his responsibility, which is the protection of lives and property of citizens. With renewed activities of bandits and criminals across the country, injecting fresh minds into the management of the security architecture of the country will not be out of place. The new service chiefs appointed by Tinubu include the Chief of Defense Staff, Major General C.G. Musa, Chief of Army Staff, Major General T.A. Lagbaja, Chief of Air Staff, AVM H.B. Abubakar, Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogala, and Acting Inspector General of Police, DIG Kayode Egbetokun. In addition, a former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, became the National Security Advisor, NSA, replacing Babagana Monguno. While the outgoing service chiefs and the former IGP had done their best, especially in managing the security of the country, which ensured a peaceful transfer of power from one democratically elected president to another, and in many states where governorship election took place, the increasing activities of bandits, especially in the northwest, the renewed hostilities in Plateau, and other parts of the country requires a change of tactics in the security management system. So, the injection of fresh blood into the system could not have come at a better time than when it was done, with renewed hope and optimism that the newly appointed service chiefs will do things differently to arrest the seemingly intractable security challenges bedeviling the country. The police especially have the enormous responsibility in terms of strengthening the internal security of the country, so the appointment of a new IGP is not only timely, but highly strategic. Among all the appointments, Egbetokun is still in acting capacity, pending his confirmation by the Council of State during its meeting. Is known to have close affinity with the President. As a Deputy Superintendent of Police in 1999, he was appointed the Chief Security Officer to Tinubu, who was then newly elected as the Governor of Lagos State, coordinating the entire security architecture of the state, while reporting to Tinubu, who was constitutionally the Chief Security Officer of the state. He maintained that close relationship with Tinubu until fate smiled on the latter to become the President of the country. Having risen through the ladder to become a Deputy Inspector General of Police DIG, a rank he was decorated with in April, he had the brightest chance of rising to the highest pinnacle of his career, to become the IGP, which is exactly what has happened. Now, he is challenged to justify the confidence reposed in him because any security lapse will be a failure on the part of the President, who has sworn to protect the lives and property of Nigerians. Apart from the appointment of the IGP, Tinubu also tried to reflect federal character in his appointment so far, as there is virtually no region without someone in the highest echelon of the security of the country, and so the cry of nepotism in the appointment was minimal, as it was the case during the last administration of Muhammadu Buhari. Daily Trust on Sunday reports that the president's decision cannot be totally devoid of political calculations as he seeks to consolidate his strongholds and win new territories ahead of 2027. For example, Air Vice Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar hails from Shanono local government area of Kano State, a state where he enjoyed massive support in the 2023 presidential election. Similarly, the Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Musa, who was born in Sokoto State, Northwest, but originally hails from Zangon, Kataf local government area of southern Kaduna, would address the feelings of marginalization of northern Christians and garner their support for the fight against insecurity in the north. The appointment of the new Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, who hails from Igbo, is a north local government area of Enugu State, will equally address the allegation of exclusion of the Southeast from the security architecture of the country. Political pundits see the appointment of Major General Lagbaja, who was born in Ilobu, Irepodun local government area of Osun State, as a strategic move to cover the lost ground in the last election, having unexpectedly lost the state to his key challenger, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The appointments of two allies of the immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Hadiza Bala Usman, as special advisor, policy coordination, and Hanatu Musawa, as special advisor, culture and entertainment, economy, are equally seen as a deliberate strategy to keep his close and critical backers. Also of critical importance is the appointment of Ribadu as the NSA. It will be recalled that Ribadu made the first list of appointments made by the president as a special advisor on security, and immediately the appointment was made, tongues began to wag. Will this replace the NSA? Does the president want to scrap the office of the NSA and replace it with that of a special advisor on security, which is usually the case at the state level? A lot of questions were asked by pundits and observers of events unfolding in the country. There are people who also doubted that the president would appoint an ex-police officer to lead the security architecture of the country, thinking that was why he appointed Ribadu as SA instead of NSA. However, the president shattered all the conjectures and went against the grain with the appointment of Ribadu, another close ally and confidant, as the NSA. This is considered another very strategic appointment and an appointee the president is comfortable with. He is therefore saddled with the responsibility of coordinating the security mechanisms of the country, getting regular briefing from the service chiefs, and relaying same to the president for implementation. Therefore, analysts said the appointment was also highly strategic, as the person in charge is somebody who has a very good working relationship with the president and can easily approach him for any issue relating to the security of the country. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.